So why did you choose Hong Kong for your exchange program initially?
The reason being is that UIB actually had a bilateral agreement with City University in Hong Kong. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me to like travel there and not pay tuition and get to stay in Hong Kong for half a year. So I was on board with that. So I went there with another friend of mine whose name is Ulrich, who couldn't attend today, but we enjoyed our time there as much as we could.
咁 Roj 就話咧，原來咧 UIB 咧同香港城市大學咧係有交換生嘅計劃嘅。咁佢就話咧覺得好開心，因為咧唔使交學費就可以去香港即係玩咗呢啲時間啦。咁同埋佢係同另外一個朋友一齊嚟嘅。雖然佢呢個朋友咧今日咧係唔嚟得，咁但係咧佢覺得呢個係一個好嘅機會，所以佢選擇咗呢一個交換生嘅計劃。So Roj, how do you feel seeing how it has gone down in Hong Kong and still happening now?
It kind of saddens me to like see the situation, because when I was there and experienced the protest firsthand, one thing inside me kind of gave me some hope that the demonstrations would be resolved and that the protesters would actually get some of their demands taken care of. But it's kind of naive of me to think that the Chinese or the CCP would actually succumb to these demands. And as the semester went and the riots at the universities started, it kind of was like I lost maybe all hope for that. So it was kind of sad to see that as well.
Yeah, so Roj 就話咧，佢見到香港反送中同埋實施國安法之後嘅情況咧，其實好傷心。佢話佢其實喺經歷遊行示威嘅時候咧，曾經對呢個特區政府咧係有少少嘅憧憬，希望政府咧係對某一啲嘅訴求係有回應嘅，但係亦都佢覺得咧自己如果係感覺到中國政府或者係共產黨會讓步嘅話咧，其實係相當幼稚。咁佢就話佢都係覺得好唔開心啦，見到嗰個情況。So you have witnessed the protests in Hong Kong in 2019. What has impacted you the most?
The thing that impacted me the most with the demonstrations and experiencing them was like the amount of people who were out demonstrating, as well as like the diversity of people. So you could see like old people, young people, people from all walks of life, poor, rich, out there demonstrating for one single purpose. And that stuck with me the most of the protests, as well as the amount of destruction that occurred on the 1st of October on the Chinese National Day. I was actually inside a gaming cafe for like 4 or 5 hours, and when I went out, everything was like totally destroyed out on the street. So kind of my first experience with the destruction.
咁阿 Roj 就話咧，佢對於佢嚟講咧，最深刻嘅印象咧，就係見到有好多人喺香港一齊示威，咁樣咧，而家講緊係唔同嘅人啦，唔同年紀啦，佢感覺到係唔同嘅階層都係一齊因為同一個目標去做同一件事，咁佢認為咧呢一樣嘢咧係對佢嚟講係最深刻嘅。另一樣嘢咧就係佢記得咧10月1號嗰一日咧，佢同佢朋友咧一齊去一間機鋪度玩咗4-5個鐘嘅時候咧，出到嚟咧就見到成個城市咧都反轉晒。佢話有好多地方都爛晒啦，所以其實佢係覺得好深刻呢個印象。So how do you feel after watching the movie?
I really love the movie, and especially like how it was built up, because you could see the tension growing from the first demonstrations to the last ones at the universities. And it brought back a lot of memories from the places that we saw in the movie. So kind of a reminiscence to the old past.
Sorry, what was that? What's the last line you said?
Reminiscence to the old past. Like I had a lot of fun memories of the places, and seeing them destroyed was kind of saddens me. Yeah.
咁佢就話咧，佢好中意呢套片，因為特別係中意咧嗰個鋪排，佢由一路以嚟成件事嘅發展啦，咁樣去到佢一路睇嘅時候咧，佢令佢記得翻當時喺香港嘅情況，亦都有好多地方咧，佢之前係去過玩過嘅，跟住然後就睇到好多爛晒啊，剩啊咁樣咧，佢覺得嗰個感受好深。Okay, so can you show us a picture that you took while you think that it would be best to tell the audience about the situation in Hong Kong while you were there? 呢一張相咧就係喺Roj 整咗嘅一本相片冊入邊嘅，嗰條 link 咧其實就響呢個 event 嘅 event page Facebook event page 度咧，你哋可以揾到嘅。So Roj?
Yeah, so I actually made a book of my stay down at Hong Kong because I was often, during the weekends, I was often outside experiencing the protests, and I had my camera with me just to like document everything that was going on. And this shot was taken down at Chim Sha Choi. Actually, that's where, that's very near the Poly U University, I think. And as you can see there, there's a protester in the middle and the police are surrounding him while there's like press and regular people around documenting. And the reason I chose this photo is because he was not actually a protester. I think he was just a bystander who was there at the wrong place. And then the police forced him to get down from the higher ground that he was on. And when he rejected that, then the police like overtook him and brutally took him down by force. And right after that picture, I think there was like 10 other police guys right there trying to arrest this guy, but he would just not give up.
咁Roj 而家俾我哋睇呢一張相咧，佢就話咧，其實係佢有一個 weekend 就喺尖沙咀，應該如果佢冇記錯嘅話咧，就係其實喺 Poly 附近嘅。咁佢就話咧，其實咧呢一張相咧就係睇到咧，就係話有個人咧，佢其實就企喺側邊，其實佢唔係示威者嚟嘅，佢純粹係一個旁觀者。咁但係就唔知點解咧，就俾警察就要拉佢，咁佢就唔想即係佢反抗啦。咁然後咧就至少有另外10個警察一齊就響度就想即係制服佢啦。咁佢就話，即係呢一張相咧係好明顯就睇到咧，你即係嗰個情況就係其他側邊有好多人就喺度影緊，就係想 document 呢個情況。咁但係其實嗰個人根本都唔係示威者，都無端端俾人拉。So the last question that we have here for you is that young people of your generation who grew up in mainland China and now in Hong Kong live in fear because of the suppression of freedom. Many overseas Chinese and Hongkongers also feel that the cross of the panda has extended beyond China to get them. Some even claim that they had experienced threats and harassments from Chinese agents. You are here to share with us your experience in Hong Kong. Do you see yourself having some kind of fear would you visit Hong Kong again? 咁我哋就係話，即係有好多海外嘅香港人咧，都感受到嗰個威脅、嗰個壓迫感。咁我就而家就係問緊Roj 咧，究竟佢覺唔覺得佢自己亦都身同感受咧 ？Roj?
Yeah, I think that fear is not without a reason, and with the legislation of the national security law, it's kind of a vague law, so you don't know actually what is a threat to national security. So would my book or the pictures that I took from there count as a threat to national security as well. So that's kind of one of the fears that I'm having, and I understand it for Hong Kongers abroad as well. If they like share a post that's a bit negative to the CCP, and if they would get arrested for that as well. And I would love to visit Hong Kong again, but I don't know how I'm going to be met or greeted there. So that's kind of one of the difficult things that I'm battling with as well.
咁Roj 就話咧，佢睇到海外嘅香港人或者係中國人咧，驚咧係有原因嘅，佢亦都明白點解。咁佢亦都話咧，因為佢都編咗呢一本嘅相片冊啦，佢都唔係好知道究竟中國政府會唔會係因為咁樣咧，就覺得有即係對中方不利啦，佢就而家佢就係話，佢雖然都係好想返香港去再玩，但係咧佢唔知道究竟佢如果係一去到香港嘅話，嗰個情況佢會係即係遇到啲咩人啊，或者係去到嘅時候會唔會有啲咩特別嘅對待啦？